And with a stroke of a pen at a ceremonial bill signing here in Aiken, South Carolina today, a clear message from the state on its stance on animal welfare.
It certainly is a significant step forward.
S-105 is protecting animals in the Palmetto State. The bill is more than 3 years in the making. Lawmakers enacted the Pet Care and Humane Treatment Study Committee to improve animal welfare laws.
This committee consisted of a large group of public and private individuals and public interests, which began to address issues concerning the excessive overpopulation of animals entering the shelter system.
The group tasked to study a number of items, including improve cruelty and neglect laws and enforcement, study current shelter standards, and vet care in emergency situations like hurricanes.
I want to compliment all those involved for thinking up and determining what we need to do and sticking with it long enough to get it done.
Now a bill that the majority of state leaders agreed on. There are a number of things the bill allows, including allowing animals to move through the shelter and get adopted faster, treating magistrates in animal cruelty, and also funds from the South Carolina neuter license plates will be distributed into poorer counties to help provide vouchers for people who can't afford spay or neuter. The rest of the details are on WJBF.com.
A lot of thought went into it, a lot of time.
Governor Henry McMaster says that the signing of the bill is the work of many who saw a need in South Carolina and took action.
Those of us in these positions of making laws can only make the laws that you tell us need to be made. And once we make the laws, it's not up to the lawmakers to continue being involved to push it. It's the people that wanted the laws made.
Look for the story on WJBF.com. I have more information on the bill, including how we got to this point. Meanwhile, the bill was officially signed into law back on May 16th. I'm in Aiken, South Carolina tonight. Sean Cabbage, WJBF News Channel 6.